I was 17 when I decided to be a counselor at Camp Whispering Pines. It was my first real job, and I was excited to lead a group of 12-year-old girls through 2 weeks of hiking, canoeing, and campfire songs. The camp was nestled deep in the woods, hours from the nearest town. On the third day, I noticed him, a tall, thin man with a hooded sweatshirt who would appear at the edge of the woods, watching us from a distance. The other counselors thought I was imagining things, said it was just a local farmer checking on his property. But I knew better. Every time our group ventured into the forest, he would be there, his eyes hidden in shadow, always just out of reach. The tension grew as days passed. I reported the man to camp director, Ms. Henderson, but she just told me not to be paranoid. "We've never had any real trouble at Whispering Pines," she said with a dismissive wave. That night, I woke up to someone whispering my name through the canvas walls of my cabin. My heart raced as I fumbled for my flashlight, shining it around the empty room. The next morning, I found a single black feather on my pillow. When I showed it to Ms. Henderson, she claimed it must have blown in from the woods. But I knew he was getting closer. The other girls in my cabin started having nightmares, waking up screaming about shadowy figures at their windows. On the final night of camp, during the traditional solo walk around the lake, I noticed the man following us. He moved silently through the trees, keeping pace with our group. When we reached the old boathouse at the far end of the lake, he stepped out from behind a cluster of pines. "Miss Henderson," I whispered, pointing. She turned, her face pale in the moonlight. Before she could react, the man lunged. Chaos erupted as the girls screamed. I grabbed the first aid kit from my backpack and threw it at him, giving Miss Henderson time to push the girls toward the main camp. I ran in the opposite direction, deeper into the woods, with him hot on my heels. My lungs burned as I stumbled over roots and fallen branches. The man lunged. I don't know how long I ran, but eventually I reached a ranger station I'd passed during orientation. The ranger called for backup, and when they found the man, they discovered he had a history of similar incidents at summer camps across several states. In the end, Ms. Henderson was forced to resign after it came to light that there had been other reports she'd ignored. The camp implemented new safety measures, but for me, the woods would never feel the same. I still get chills when I hear someone whisper my name in the dark, and I always check under my bed before falling asleep. That summer taught me that danger can wear any disguise, even the friendly face of a summer camp.